Hi. A film that I've been interested in seeing for some time and that I caught up with yesterday is The Hill, the 1965 prison drama directed by Sidney Lumet. It was one of Sean Connery's first major roles after he started playing James Bond, and it was the first role that really gave him a chance to demonstrate what he could do with that character. The film is set during the Second World War in a military prison in the Sahara Desert, and Connery plays one of a group of new intake who have been imprisoned for a variety of offences. In the case of Connery's character, for refusing to obey an order to commence a suicidal attack. Once they reach the prison, it's under the control of the brutal sergeant major, who delegates to his two sergeants, one of whom is more humane and thoughtful. The other is a former uh, warder from a civilian prison who apparently joined up uh, before the prison he worked at was bombed so as to avoid the danger of the home front. And this second warden is much more brutal and immediately takes against Connery's character. It's got a very good cast. The RSM is played by Harry Andrews, the two warders by Ian Bannon and Ian Hendry, and the other main prisoners are played by Roy Kinnear in a relatively serious performance, Alfred Lynch, Ossie Davis, um, and there are various other recognisable faces in the supporting cast. It's a much tighter, more lower budget film than I was expecting. It's set entirely in the prison. There's no music, no female characters, and yet the film is nearly 2 hours long. And it resolves into a battle of wits between the soldiers and their brutal warders. That they have absolutely no illusions that they're innocent. Even that man there on the least charge of deserting and trying to get back to England is quietly advised to just keep his head down, do his time quietly, and he'll get back to England in due course anyway. Um, but the centerpiece of the prison camp is from where it takes its title, an artificial hill about 25 feet high, um, which soldiers are repeatedly told to run up and down in full pack in the blazing desert sun. And this is a form of punishment which becomes ultimately fatal to one of the number. It's a good drama. It's engaging emotionally, and it was interesting to see these kinds of tough men under pressure in conflict with each other. Even the Ian Bannon character, who is written to be more sensitive and more concerned about the welfare of the men, and even Michael Redgrave in a supporting role as the camp doctor, show a concern for the men that does not compromise their toughness. Um, it's a film about hard men in a hard situation and what what they turn to when they're away from the fight. They wind up having to fight each other. So it's a good film. Strong performances, very much from Sean Connery, who's quite a difficult character to get a bead on initially. But I think overall, yes, I'd recommend it.